Hey there, it's Kat and this is Brews and Reviews. Let's talk about my holiday TBR. Now, I've had a little bit of a weird thing with this whole holiday business. I mentioned in my previous video that I was going away, and I am still going away, but differently to how I was going away before. Because I was supposed to be going to Spain on a holiday that I booked back in January, and they said, oh no, you can go on it, and then the Foreign Commonwealth Office were like, no, it's only essential travel, so we were like, okay, not going anywhere then. So now I'm not going to Spain, which is very sad, but totally understandable, because like, let's save lives, and then we can all go on holiday when we're, all sorted again. So anyway, my plans have kind of changed. I still have 2 weeks off of work. I still want to get loads of reading done, and I'm actually still going away because I managed to organise going to Wales for a couple of days so my brother can see his girlfriend, and so I can read in a caravan in Wales and still be socially distant from all the people. So that's where I'm going. So this is still a holiday TBR, except it's a much shorter TBR than it was going to be because we're only going for a few days. So let's talk about the books I'm going to read. So I'm just going to get these first two books out of the way, and they are World After by Susan E. and The Discipline by Marina Anderson. These two books were mentioned in my previous video, so if you want to hear about them, go check that video out. I'll only be taking them if I haven't read them by Monday. So who knows if they'll be coming or not. They're potentials at least, because I'm doing them for the Join the Six readathon, so if I haven't read them, they'll be coming. Next up is End of Days by Susan E. This is the third and final book in the Penryn of the End of Days. This is the final book in the Penryn and the End of Days trilogy, and once I finish World After, I want to read this one so then I can have finished the trilogy, because, I keep saying I'm going to do that and then not doing that, so this is what I'm going to attempt to do. And if you weren't sure what this series was about, it's kind of like an apocalypse but with angels, and they're not very nice. Next up I'm going to be taking Killing It by Asia McKay. This book was given to me by my good friend Mike, and yeah, it's about a woman who's just like a working mum, but she's also an assassin, and I was like, well, yeah, sounds cool, I'll read it, because it's been on my shelf for ages, and I'm like, I need to get to this, so sounds fun. Then we have The Flat Share by Beth O'Leary. I'm sure pretty much everyone on BookTube has heard of this book. If you haven't, it's about two people who share a flat, but one of them does night shifts, while the other does day shifts, and they're never in the flat at the same time. So like they share the same bed, but they're never there at the same time. And they communicate by leaving notes for each other. And it sounded cute, it sounded contemporary. I'm also taking this one so I can lend it to my mum if she actually wants to read it. Yeah, sounds good. Next up is The Chain by Adrian McKinty. Honestly, I just picked this one up because I keep staring at it on my shelves. Like, I think it's the bold colour on, like, the cover. It just makes me go, I should read that, and I haven't, so I'm going to. This book is about kidnapping, and when somebody's child gets kidnapped, to get their child back, they have to kidnap somebody else's child. Yeah. Then we have The Kingdom by Jess Rothenberg. This book is about a theme park that's kind of like Disney World, but has, like, android princesses. Yeah. One of them commits murder, and I think it's about the trial for that. Sounds really interesting. Definitely pick this one up because of the cover, because I mean, goddamn, look at it, it's gorgeous. This is also one of the 20 books that I want to read by the end of 2020. I'm not doing very well on that list, so I definitely need to read this one. And then last but not least is Unnatural Exposure by Patricia Cornwell. This is book 7 or 8, I feel like it's 8, in the Kay Scarpetta series. It's a crime thriller that follows a medical examiner. Some shit went down in the last book, and I really need to read this one because I've been putting it off for ages. Again, this is one of the books on my 2020 TBR thing, so I really need to get to this one. I don't know why I put it off. I always love these books. Strange. So I'm also going to be taking my Kindle and my iPod so I can listen to audiobooks, so additional things may come out of it. So I think on ebook I might prioritise Get Alive, Chloe Brown, or The Sunken Mall, so probably end up reading both of those if I don't fancy any of the physical books that I bought. Audiobooks, who knows what I'll be listening to. Maybe the next Dresden File book, but I really don't know. I might not even have time to listen to audiobooks, but... So there we have it. Those are the books that I am planning to read on holiday, or at least take with me while I'm on holiday. So if you like this video, please leave a like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!